It's not bringing you over.
Let
What's
me
going
turn around
on?
so you can see my face. I don't look like I'm sitting in some spooky dark cavern somewhere.
Oh, we like the spooky dark caverns.
It freaked me out so bad that I went and bought some CBD so I could not dream tonight, which I'm burning now.
So yeah, explain to us if it's not going to traumatize you too much more. Hang on a second. All right. I have had dreams of places that I have never been. Ah, fuck, where'd that go? But with people I have known, structures that defy imagination and logic. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to talk, Tim. I've always felt like you're on my dream team, so you were in the van accident with me. That was a major moment for me. What's going on with Rick? Can you hear us, Rick?
Yeah, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
us? Okay. I tried to pull you over. It's not pulling you over, though.
Pull me over.
Kmart. Kmart. Kmart.
Don't pull me over. I didn't do anything wrong.
Right, right. Um,
No, it's just
I,
weird, man. It was a weird dream. It was like I was telling this woman I was at a courthouse, like a court place, and this woman had this really bad lawyer, and the lawyer was about to like get her oiled up, basically, like she was getting ready to go to jail, but she was didn't know how the system worked, and I was explaining to her that she needed to fire that lawyer and get a new lawyer, or else she was going to go to jail, and jail was no place for someone like her. And then it cut to the next scene, and I was climbing down into, like how a ship has the ladder down to the next level.
yeah.
I was climbing down like 6 flights of that to go to my cell, and it smelled like the way a ship smells inside, like metal and oil and like sweaty dudes.
There was no females on this ship.
There was no
I
female. There,
smell.
there, there was one guard, and he was like too big to climb down in the hole, so I don't know how he got down there even.
You had to brave the storms.
I don't know how he did it, but he was down there. Damn it! I lost my lighter. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Um, and but he was already down where my cell was. I climbed down all these staircase things, these ladder things, and then went into my cell. I wasn't in orange though. I was in gray. I was wearing a gray jumpsuit, and for being in jail, it was pretty clean. Like even though it stunk and it smelled like the inside of a ship, there was like no dirt.
We were
But
just
I
talking
just
about jail stuff last night.
I know, and I'm thinking that maybe that might have triggered this. I'm hoping that's what triggered this because I don't. When I dream and it's vivid like that, I'm very skeptical for the next couple of weeks. Like I don't even want to drive a car. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm freaked out.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking of when you first brought it up. I was thinking about last night. So thank you for re-bringing that up, Des. I'm gonna bring something up. I'm gonna pop myself off here. Um, I'm gonna bring something up for everybody to see. Um, I've been I've got a soul sister on Facebook, Brandy, and she makes these posts, and I've been following them for I don't know, a couple months now, and every day they just line up with what Spirit's been giving me, what Spirit's been making me feel. It's coming and is lined up with me. So it's kind of interesting that we're talking about this now. So I'll go there. So it says March 22nd, source message. It's difficult to build a house in the middle of a storm. You needed to address your inner environment first. That shift was tiring, but worth it. All the energy you used to survive is now being used to thrive. Almost feels as if you've been given an entirely new life. And in many ways, you have. It's time to revisit your vision and desire. Ensure they're in alignment with your new frame of mind and not carry over from your previous state of being. This is a new day. You deserve more. You deserve better. Um, this one's kind of got a melancholy to it, um, but it's positive. And um, so I had a talk with Michael Bathurst the other night, and he kind of said some things with me and talked to me about some stuff, and this is all new to me, people. I am literally stepping into a new world of being right now, and I'm a let's just go with the flow kind of guy. And what I'm going to say isn't to speak negatively to anything or anyone, but I think what you're bringing up, Rick, is kind of invoking this in a way that maybe needs to be talked about. So last night was a beautiful night. I love everybody, but I got drained last night. I don't know. I had fun. Don't get me wrong, but I see the way people are looking at me on Haps, and I feel like I'm being kind of a motivation for a lot of people. And I love cutting up, and I love talking about all the janky stuff that we talked about last night. But you know, I think you and Des are bringing up a powerful thing right here. Your dream, and we're talking about the jail, and with this thing that I just read, that's kind of the past, and we kind of have an opportunity for a new life now, and so we got to kind of really respect that and kind of move in different ways and kind of um, shake the old leaves out of the tree, if you will, and kind of make sure the ones that we grow next are gonna really kind of feed us.
Man, it is so crazy that you say it like that, because let me tell you this. I did a stream today. I don't know if anybody caught my streams today, where I was washing off the machines that we use. And I had an epiphany this morning after the dream. After it was about 10 o'clock. We're headed back from picking up one of the machines, and it was just completely caked in mud. The guy didn't clean it off or nothing. And on our way back, the switch for the lights on the top of the truck caught on fire in the truck.
Wow.
We had to pull over. It started smoking, and he said, "You smell that trash burning?" And I couldn't smell it. He said, "Somebody must be burning garbage like plastic or something, because I smell it." And I was like, "I don't smell it." And then right before he noticed the smoke, I smelled it. And the switch caught on fire. So what happened was a bird's nest was in the light last week. I cleaned it out. Well, the same bird, I guess, started making another nest in the light, and the light tried to turn. The nest got caught in the gears. The motor stopped turning. It sent all that hot power back to the switch, which eventually burned the switch out and grounded itself out right there in the truck. But my point being, leading up to all that was just the spooky kind of end of it. Point being is we got back, I fixed the switch, Then I pulled the machine up to the place we clean it off at. And I thought to myself, how can you make tomorrow's money with yesterday's work on the tool?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that coincides pretty much with what everything you just said. Is you got to put the behind, because that's what that is, and focus on the front. Let the rear view be the rear view. Although it doesn't hurt to check it once in a while, which I do that by going out and playing my guitar on the street still, because I'll never ever ever forget where I came from. That's one thing I can't. If I lose that root, then I'm afraid I'll lose it all. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But yes, I'm sorry for that long introduction to what it meant to me. But what you just
No.
said
No.
coincided completely with what popped into my brain out of a result of the weird jail dream, and then like the switch catching on fire. The luck of that, and then here's another kicker. So after that, after everything was said and done, I lifted the window up in the excavator that's enclosed so it would get some air in, because it was a hot day today. And I cleaned it all off and everything, cleaned it all out. Well, as I was getting ready to pull away to go get diesel fuel in 5-gallon cans for both of the machines, the boss was pulling up in the truck. Told him I'd be right back. When I got back, the window broke in the machine. He went to pull it down, and when it hit the bottom, something binded somewhere, and the entire glass shattered on the fucking pavement.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, like there was forces here today that
We lost
Oh,
him.
Austin. Gary Price says, "You need to be right here by the fire with me right now, brother. Sitting by the fire re-energizes myself after a draining weekend. Had a dream last night that pieces of my flesh were being picked off and put on other people. I interpreted that to mean I allowed myself over the weekend to be weakened by others' dark energies. So here I sit, alone by a fire, absorbing bright energies." That's beautiful, Gary. I was thinking about you today. I saw you over there on Chris's broadcast. I think it was Saturday morning. I was watching his Friday night broadcast, and then I saw you eating with your family and everything, and so um, it was interesting because I've had dreams about Chris, and I've had dreams about that place that he was playing at. So it was really cool to see that. And yeah, I think you're pretty spot on with that dream interpretation that you got there. Let's see, let me get caught back up on there. Tim had said, "I was in court one time and walked towards the judge. I looked out and it was water all on the floor, like I was walking on water to get to the podium. Similar dream I had during the day." Yeah, that's pretty interesting too, because I don't know how many people are familiar with this, but we've got a judicial system that operates on maritime law, which means you're operating on the laws of the sea. And the court room was originally designed with a wooden floor, and everything looked like a ship. And when you go up there, you'll see that the flag has tassels with gold. All this has got meaning. There's all this like symbology. And if you don't know the symbols, then you don't know what you're walking into. And they operate on maritime law for many different reasons. I won't go into it here, but you can look it up. Go look into maritime law, and you'll find out this whole world is being controlled through the judicial system, through the bank system, and they're all in cahoots with each other. And until enough people get wise, like the wise old owl, and get with the secular times that are moving us, we're gonna keep going around and around and around. Because there's a guy out of Australia, I believe, that makes some really good videos. I wish I could remember what his thing is, but he breaks some of this stuff down in a short, concise way that people can understand it. But the way they send the mail, the way things are spelled, the capitalization of certain things, and all this stuff, it's like they're addressing the dead. Bronx Viking, how's it going, brother? Dina, Dina's got the owls. She's throwing up the owls. Oh my God, Dina and I meditated the other day, and she saw so many owls. It was amazing. And then she walked me around her house and showed me her son's trains, and I'm just like having seeing dreams that I've had 10, 15 years ago over and over and over and over, and I'm like, oh, this is so beautiful. I'm in the right place. Good to see you, Bronx. Um, we had Rick up here. We lost him. I want to invite you up. If you can't come up, that's totally understandable. Takara, oh, you're a beautiful people.
Has anybody seen the energies today that I sent you?
No. Well, I
Um,
saw the one that you sent to me and Helga and Brandy. Yeah.
well, the energy this morning was at 17, right? When I did that live.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then a huge, humongous push came in from 17 to 490. So, and then
What?
2 hours ago, it shifted from 35 to 490. And then an hour ago, not even an hour ago, it switched to 35 to SR4 40, or yes, SR4 space 49. And
I don't
if
even
you
know
look,
what that means.
I don't either. I think it's just like my hands are on
glitch?
fire talking about it. No, go look at the Schumann, and it's a huge blast,
I'm just
humongous.
wondering why they got the SR in there instead of the numbers. I haven't seen the
Unless
letters.
it's untraceable, like the energy is just so high they can't comprehend it at this
Yeah,
moment.
that's what I'm saying. It's like glitching out. The system is like so high that it's uncomprehendable.
But if you look at it, it's huge. Like it's a huge light blast. Like it's white, but there's deep orange surrounding it, and then green around it. And then an hour ago, I got hit really hard. I'm still like struggling with it right now, with this huge blast of energy, and I'm just like, ugh. Like I couldn't see like I started getting starry-eyed, and I had to lay down and listen to Steve Noble for a moment. Like he made a new meditation yesterday, new transmission. It is with the I want to say goblet of fire, but yeah, it's like a he did a new meditation, so it's on my timeline here on this page. Just scroll down and it's right there, and it'll take you to YouTube, and it'll help you with those that shift that just happened. He just made it, so it's really helpful.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been feeling that too today. Everything's shifting. So here comes Bronx.
Hi,
How's it going,
Tiara.
Earl?
Hello, everybody. How are
Tiara,
you?
glad you came
Hi,
by.
Bronx.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask you a quick question. Everything's really starting to move really fast, and we're starting a meditation group, and I would like to see if you want to be a part of that. I know you're on a totally different time zone, like you're just getting up now, so that's good to know now because now it's 8:38 for me. So 8 and 8, 16, 7 plus 3 is 10. So that's heaven. So if that's something you would like to do, and Takara, you as well. Me and Dina meditated the other day, and me and Helga meditated. I think Des, if she's up for it tonight, we're gonna meditate. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening, and everybody's gonna start really progressing in their own ways and with their own stuff. But when we meditate together, it's really kind of just launching everything off, and we're able to kind of get a lot of these blocks out, and then without letting the cat out of the bag here pretty soon, we should start meeting up in our dream time, since you've had some pretty prophetic dreams and you know where gates and portals are. I just had my brother Tim Tweed on here. He's having some prophetic dreams. I'm kind of in limbo right now. I'm living all my dreams like every day. Like I saw Edward today on the pier, and I've seen that whole thing. Even when he got in his car and went home, saw that all in a dream about 10 years ago. So stuff is really, really ramping up. So if you want to connect with me, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram at Eric Hives 33. Facebook is just Eric Hives. But get with me if you want to meditate. I'd really like to see where all this takes us. Al, oh, thanks for sending those pictures of your Indian.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to see them.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry I missed you guys the other night. Yeah, I had a busy weekend there, running around and taking my daughter places, and I was a little tied up this weekend. I didn't get too much time on here, but I'm glad to be here tonight, hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you, brother. Yeah, I was tied up all weekend too. I think I sat in front of the computer all weekend. Which it was all good. It was all good. It was so divinely orchestrated. Like yesterday, was it yesterday? I'm losing track. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I knew I was supposed to meditate with everybody as one group, and then um, it was gonna get separated. I got a download from Spirits like you need to meditate one on one with everybody. And then I finally got to Dina, and she was like, "Well, it's perfect timing." And then she's showing me around her house. I'm seeing all this dream stuff. So, have you? I know you've had some pretty prophetic dreams. Have you? What's your dream state been like here lately?
Me, I've been having the last couple months I've been having a tough time sleeping at night. It's been a little rough with me, with losing my job due to this COVID, but it's almost a little bit of an anxiety or stuff, but hopefully I'm over it. I've been starting to sleep a lot better lately, but it was the last couple months it's been really rough for me, and I've been waking up at 4 in the morning. It's almost like clockwork. And I wake up with bad dreams, like just horrible things that I'm thinking of that don't need to be in my mind. It's like, and I get frustrated. But it's been happening a couple times where I wake up and I'm looking at the clock. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm saying, "Why?" And I get woken up by just an aggravating dream, which I can't really remember the dream too well, but I know I was aggravated in the dream.
Yeah.
So, and that's been kind of waking me up. So, hasn't been anything pleasant.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Everything you're saying speaks volumes to me. Being waken up at the 4 o'clock hour, that's a really sensitive hour. One, it's 4, which that lines up with your heart chakra, is the fourth chakra, and
yeah, and I kind of feel my heart. I kind of feel my heart, like almost in my dream. It brings up my blood pressure. It's weird. Okay. It's like I wake up at 4, like feeling screwed up, where I actually have to get out of my bed and walk into the living room just to get out of that funk. It's a very weird thing.
Yeah. And that's kind of the way a lot of these things play out a little bit. We got 95 eyeballs, 6 hearts, 56 live chats. That's 11, folks. So that's a 4 right there. So we're talking about the 4, and there's the 4. It's right in front of our eyes. Oh my goodness, can't make this shift up. So I'd like to extend the same thing that I just extended to Tiara. If you'd be open to doing meditations with us, would you be? How would you feel about that?
I tell you the truth, I'm open for anything, but I've never ever even tried to meditate before in my life. Never even tried.
That's totally fine, brother. That's
Mm.
totally fine. I was guided to, and here's the thing, like Dina and I were talking yesterday, and certain things happen for certain reasons. Like about 4 or 5 years ago, I saw this guy that Spirit gave me his name, and he was a healer. And then I also got introduced to another healer at that time, which was called the medical medium. And when I saw him, I was like, "Whoa!" Because I've gotten a lot of medical stuff on people, psychically and stuff like that. And so I was like, "He sounds really cool." And Spirit was like, you don't really need to go down that avenue yet." And then when Dina and I were talking yesterday, she offered to give me a copy of one of his books, and I've got psoriasis, and she told me that eggs really ag on psoriasis, and I was like, I've been feeling that for like the last 6 months, but to tell you the truth, I haven't. And Spirit was talking to me the other day, and it was like, you need to really meditate more, Eric. And I was like, well, I'm liking a walking meditation all the time. Spirit was like, yeah, 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 but you need to do some focused meditations. I was like, all right, all right, all right. And kind of brought some things up that I'd kind of been putting on the back burner. And I was like, well, okay. And so I was just laying there in bed, and Spirit had kind of taught me about this before. It was like, you need to meditate while Des is asleep. And I was like, okay. You mind me talking about this, Des? She's like, I don't care. And so what ended up happening is I've got a partner and we're separated right now because she's like in her ego and she knows it and I know it. And there's like this narcissistic quality that keeps coming up and the finger pointing and all that stuff. And the relationship that I have with Des and Helga, they know me for who I am and they love me for who I am. And there's no kind of yuck and there's no like monetary stuff. It's all about heartfelt vibrations. And so Spirit was like, you need to meditate, and then Des will be sleeping and she'll have a dream. And so without going into all the details, we ended up talking later that day, and she told me what the dream was, but she also told me she was having bad dreams the week or two before. And in this dream, she ended up going to the ocean, which that was part of my intent, was to go to the ocean. And I didn't even tell her this part, but I've had the exact same dream that she had. And so I kind of really knew the ins and outs of the dream, the two women that were in the dream with her and all this stuff. And so a lot of times these bad things can happen, or you might be having a series or a time of bad things happening, but then that's really pushing you to step in or step through, and then you can kind of break that open. You can kind of hack it, so to speak. And so the fact that you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you're noticing that you're getting up at the same time, that's kind of Spirit's way of, like when you had that dream over and over again, it was the same dream with the accident. You take notice of it when it happens repetitively. You start to see a pattern. And so I was the same way though. Like they used to call me hyper hypes. And I used to think, man, meditation's meditation. I put me on a surfboard, drop me on a motorcycle, and that's my meditation. And I tried it when I was younger, and I couldn't sit still. But it's ended up what's been saving my life in the last 6 or 7 years. So, yeah, if you're open to it, I'd love to, start doing some meditations with some of these people that I've had dreams of, like Tiara, and Dina, which she did a meditation with me yesterday, and she was having all kinds of visions. So when I go into these kind of meditations with people, what I do is I just kind of act as like a generator, and so like my energy is kind of honed and defined to a certain extent. Not that I anything, but it's kind of like if you were to use a crystal, the crystal doesn't have any quality that you don't have inside you already. But maybe you've not ever accessed that quality or been aware of that quality or that frequency inside you. And so when you start to meditate or work with the crystal and feel its energy, it starts to speak to those energies within inside you and it kind of activates it. And so where I may have gone places that you haven't gone yet, when we meditate together, it's kind of like getting a boost of coffee or something. It kind of ramps you up. It kind of gets you in the flow a little bit quicker, so to speak. So, yeah, if you're open to it, I'd love to.
Yeah, like I said, I'm willing to try. I mean, yeah, I'm open to it.
Yeah, because I just feel a lot of with you, and I feel like this, like there's a commonality, and especially when you started talking that night on Michael's thing, and you were talking about your dream and having it over and over. I was like, I've done that. Now, like all these people that I've seen in my dreams are starting to either have trouble in their dreams, not have dreams, or having really profound prophetic dreams. And everybody that we're starting to work with seems to start having the feeling like they're going to find their life's purpose or they're going to find their way out of this darkness or something like that. So,
Yeah, I have a good friend that close friend that I talk to a lot, and I always tell him my problems and stuff like that. Just the way I've been feeling. He actually mentioned that to me, within the last week. He said you should look into meditation. That might help you out with your anxiety, with just the way you're feeling. He mentioned that to me. He said you might want to look into that. So it's funny how everything seems to fall in place at the weirdest times.
yeah. I mean, and that's the way it's been working with me. Like, I've seen all of y'all in my dreams, and then like I get on Haps this morning. I'm just checking the notifications, and I saw Edward was on. I was like, oh, I'll go see what Edward's doing. And boom, I'm right into a dream I had 10 years ago, and
Huh?
I'm like, and he's on the boardwalk, so I'm seeing surfers and two birds flying over his head, and this guy's like, hey, get to work, stop taking pictures, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember that guy saying that,
Ah,
and I was kind of like almost like, what is he talking about? In the dream, I got my own thoughts, and then the person who I'm in and I'm looking out through their eyes is like, ah ha 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 ha, and that's what Edward was like, and I was like, oh man, this is, and so yeah, it's like you're saying, everything's just kind of falling into place. Um, let's see, let me go back here and read some of these.
Yes. You okay?
Yeah. This energy's strong.
I see it.
Yeah, I see it rocking you over there a bit. If you need to get off, don't feel bad or anything.
It's huge head pressure. It's like woof, woof, woof. It's like this like ongoing like wave of ocean energy. You were talking about my dream and I just started almost crying. I was like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah, I started feeling it as soon as I started talking about it. I feel it like up around the crown of my head. It's not as bad as what you're feeling right now, but yeah, when you said the woof, 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 yeah, I can feel that.
so it's like the third eye energy. It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like palpitating so hard. So so I had to grab my peppermint oil just to numb it a little bit.
There you go. There you go. You got the peppermint on hand. So Dina's wanting the Dusty Bowl. Takara says, so how would we go about doing the meditation? Well, right now, according to what like Spirit talked to me about yesterday, is I feel like I kind of need to meditate with a few of you like individually, and then we'll start doing like group meditations. But everybody's kind of coming in from a different perspective. They've got some certain things to see or feel for themselves, so to speak, and then we're going to start doing more group meditations. But right now, I'm just kind of doing it on Facebook Messenger. Um, so I don't know if everybody's on Facebook Messenger. I've also got Skype. I downloaded Skype the other week, so we could do it on Skype. I've got another platform called it's called what is that one that I sent you, Helga? It was like Discord.
Yeah,
I can
Discord. I use
get-
that. That's a good one to use.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I use Discord.
I think my call sign's Eric Hypes 33 on there.
Let me.
My call sign's the same, Bronx Viking.
Okay, okay. I'll try to look you up, Al. I haven't used it in a while, so it might take me a minute to figure it all out
Yeah.
again.
I think it's pretty good. It does because I use it a lot to talk to my brother and a couple of my friends. We get together and we're all on a video conference together. So works pretty good.
Nice, nice. Let's see here. All right. Just
Dad,
going back over some of these. Um,
may
if
I
you
have?
feel up to it, Des, after this stream, maybe me, you, and Helga should do like a meditation together.
Yes.
Because I'm feeling pretty balanced myself.
Me too. But you don't have to carry everything at this.
Yeah, yeah.
The codes coming in are just so strong.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get to meditate yesterday either, so let's here. I got weird dreams, Tiara says, few times. One of them like this. I was watching someone killing someone. I'm not familiar with the place or people in my dream. I feel like I am standing close to them, but they can't see me. Keep questioning about that kind of dream. Really feel lost in a dream. No clue. So, yeah, Tiara, there's a lot of times where I'm in dreams, and that's a special kind of dream right there. I've had quite a bit of experiences with those, and it's a good thing that they can't see it, but also it's kind of like Des is kind of reeling over here, so I don't want to go too far into it, but that's kind of the dreams that Des has too. So that's why I'm saying I feel like all these people I'm meeting on Haps that I've seen in my dreams, Des has had a lot of the same dreams as you, TR, that I've had too at the school. Um, and the one that I was in, I was looking for a portal. So you found a portal. So, but I wasn't running for something. So I think it would be, I don't think, I feel like it would be really, really important if we were able to start meditating together, because a lot of times, like, Des is really sensitive and she's really involved in a lot of this stuff. And so when we start meeting these people that we're supposed to work with, it's almost like critical that we actually meet up with them and start working with them. Otherwise, we can start feeling negative stuff.
Wow.
John says hello to Dina. Takara says, "Oh, okay, cool." That was probably to like where to meditate, and then yeah, Dina got it. She said, "Na na na na." John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Whenever I
Whenever
go
we
out,
go out, the people always shout.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Na na
"La,
na
la, 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 la."
na. So yeah, good times, good times. And
Yeah,
you know,
Tiara, you're not alone with those dreams. Can I tell her the dream I had that I've
oh
had
fuck
the
yes,
last
go
couple
for it,
nights?
go for it.
I was in a car with someone. What? What? All right, I'll be back. She needs me. Go ahead with
Okay,
I'll
okay,
say after I'm done.
okay. But yeah, I mean, and you know, a lot of people, you know, look at me and Dez and Helga and like, wow, they're experienced. They know what's going on. They've done all this stuff, and to a certain extent, that's true. But we're still moving too, and so we're moving into new experiences. And when we start meeting the people that we're going to work with, that's the new experiences that's going to really open us all up. And I feel like that's really what the world is moving towards. You know, right now, for the last couple hundred years, we've been in constant conflicts. People can't seem to work together. And here we all are, and we're all moving through our own individual conflicts, and we're coming into uh, communication and uh, other people's vibes or frequencies that we need to work with. And then by working together, we start not only changing our frequencies and transforming our lives into our destiny or our highest and greatest and best good, that energy expands beyond us and it affects other people and they kind of start to wake up, if you will, a lot easier as well. Start, you know, but sometimes it does start out as like a lot of what we might think is negative stuff. But those negative things are like a motivation, a push, if you will, to kind of push us through. Um, Tiara says, okay, good to know. I'm not the only one who feels lost in the dream, but it's still scary for me because sometimes the dreams are so bad. Yeah, they really can be. Des can really identify with that better than I can. I mean, I've had things that were not so great, but I don't know. I've got a different perspective with a lot of that. I think the perspective I've gotten, like I was telling you before, I'll see all these people in my dreams, and sometimes I don't even see their faces, but then I see a group of us starting to work together in the dream realm, and we'll be at places I've never seen before, like schools or churches or people's houses or just out in the city streets, and we're working with people. And a lot of times it's getting rid of negative energies and things like that. So I feel like we're all kind of coming together for that purpose to play out our dreams, you know, and in some cases to avoid some of these scary scenarios, if that makes sense. Have there been other dreams, Al, that you had like the reoccurring ones, like you did with the one that you had that you were
Yeah,
talking about?
not to that extent where I'm remembering it, not where it's sticking into my mind. But most of the time, I mean, I don't recall my dreams most of the time. It's very unusual where I wake up and I remember the dream. Other than it being like a nightmare or just a bad dream. I wish I could dream of good things, but For some reason, only the bad ones seem to stick out.
Well, that's interesting you say that. I mean, the bad stuff does make an impression. It's kind of like trauma, like Tiara is saying over here. I was thinking it's all about my trauma, but I really can't recognize the people or the places in the dream. And so a lot of times these negative things we don't forget, and it's for a good reason. So one thing I would really highly suggest is maybe get a notebook pad, Al, and
Yeah,
set
you
it
did.
next.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me.
Okay.
Right.
Um,
Just to take notes of so the minute I do remember, start jotting it down. Right.
yeah. And if you don't remember it, each morning just wake up. The last few mornings I've had to write in my dream journal, I didn't recall any dreams. But that's me telling my subconscious this is important to me. And so it's a way of communicating with yourself in a way
Huh.
to kind of unlock or to evolve, and so that you go exactly what you're saying. You're wishing that you would have more good dreams that you think. I mean, I've had so many good dreams that I remember just as good as those bad dreams like you're talking about. And we call those lucid dreams because they're so real, they're so palatable. You can't really forget them. Sometimes I do forget them until like Dina shows me her son's trains on the floor all lined up, and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen that in a dream before. Um, but then there's others that I carry around. I'm like, when is this going to play out? And I was actually thinking about the one with Edward this morning for the last 2 weeks. I'm like, is this dream? Is this going to be Edward? But and then boom, right there it was this morning. It kind of answered my question for me.
It makes a lot of sense though. When you say, I should start. As a matter of fact, I will start doing that, jotting down. When I wake up and starting a little journal there, a logbook.
Yeah, because I mean, like that first night, I mean, I really see that inner child comes out in you. It's very much in the forefront, and that is a big part of, this whole getting in touch with the spiritual side, if you will, of ourselves. We kind of have to have that childhood curiosity. So even though some things are scary, if you're curious about it and you can face those fears, you'll find the apple or the knowledge that you've been wishing for or dreaming about.
Yeah.
Takara says, right, me too. My dreams are usually exhausting, just too much going on. And so that's another thing. We have to really be conscious about the words that we're using because the words that we use really dictate our future. The vibration that you are in right now dictates your future. So you can analyze that with the words that you're using. If you talk to me a lot, you'll find me constantly like recorrecting myself. I'll say like half a sentence and then I'll go, oh, wait a minute. Let me change this one word or let me rephrase that whole paragraph because that's not going to work out for me. And so like with you, Al, instead of saying I wish, just maybe ask the question or phrase it as a question, or say, I look forward to figuring out.
Oh yeah, right.
Because wishing is kind of like
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it. I don't have to.
Yeah, wishing is just leaving it in the air, kind of, not. Right.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you said it without me. Takara says, I was doing pretty good with journaling my dreams last week, but then I had one dream that was just so much and so stupid that I didn't feel like taking the time to write it down, and then I stopped altogether. I really struggle with consistency. Yeah, consistency is a big thing. It really, really is. To be successful in life, you have to be consistent. So, to kind of unravel yourself, and especially through the subconscious, you've got to be consistent to show your subconscious, I'm ready. And, I'd like to hear what you call stupid, because there again, you got to watch your words. It's not stupid. Maybe you just don't understand it, or you don't have the uh, all the information yet. Because a lot of times I'll get information, and I really won't understand it until quite a bit ways down the road. Um, and so I could say, "Oh, that's stupid," but then I kind of cut myself off from any more information by by telling myself it's stupid, because then myself's like, "Oh, well, you don't care about that. Well, we'll just stop with that then. That's
Mm.
stupid. Why put our energy there if it's stupid?" So yeah, just really, you don't have to be like overly critical yourself, but it's good to be self-critical and just kind of analyze the dialogue that you're having with yourself. And then when you can kind of change that or augment it in a more opening way or a more positive way, you'll start seeing some progress. I guarantee you. LOL. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, yeah. And And I'm not saying anything like trying to be negative or anything. I've done all this myself for far too long sometimes. Uh, even like with me talking about Dina and talking about the whole the eggs. She said, the eggs, and I've been getting that for like 6, 7 months now, and I'm still eating the eggs. Dina, today, first day, no eggs. I didn't have much because I didn't have any vegetables to cook with my potatoes, but I just ate potatoes, no eggs. So, but yeah, it's sometimes you get this information and you're just like, do I do anything with it? And sometimes that's part of destiny too. I needed Dina to tell me these things, so I was kind of like putting it off until I had somebody else tell me to do it. you know, I ain't too proud to take advice from nobody.
Do you want me to tell that dream that I was about to say before my kid interrupted me?
Yes, please.
So you know the dream I'm talking about with the death.
Yeah,
Um,
the shootings
I
and
had
stuff.
yeah. One night I think it was. Oh, Eric's phone is going off.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So one night I think it was the 19th or 20th of this month, and I didn't write it down in my journal, and I should have, but I'm gonna go back and write it in my journal, and put the date and everything. There's a couple days that I left out that I dreamt of, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna write those down, but I remember them clearly. But hello, is it me you're looking for? Tina. And the dream I had was I was at this picnic place. Like it was like a public picnic place, and there was a road, like there was a big road, and like there was like the picnic area, like on the right hand side, on the left hand side over there was like a field, almost like a soccer field in a way. And but there was like trees in between, like individual, like how soccer fields are, like on each side. Like, they have those trees that are perfectly spaced. And I was with a black family having a cookout, and then all of a sudden this golden black gold with black rim, like SUV, or like I want to say like a navigator looking type big SUV came rolling up with the window, like the doors slid open and everything. Everybody in ski mask and wearing all black, and they had guns in their hands, like AK-47s and stuff.
Mm.
And then I was just getting out the car, where we were going to go do the barbecue, and the head of the family, the black guy, was like, he turned around, and all of a sudden he was just being shot to death, like, and I could see him go woo 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 woo, like, being shot. and then I'm sitting like I'm crouched down like next to the car on the ground and next to the sidewalk, and then I wake up and I'm just like, what did I just dream? And then it's just like those things that I dream. I'm in other people's bodies. That wasn't me. Like as a person at a picnic, I was with I was one of the family members in that dream, and I've had those dreams before. I have these dreams recurring sometimes, but not that one. But uh, you know, uh, I've seen my best friend die in real life, or like in a dream, and in real life. So, and I warned everybody, Steve's gonna die. Steve's gonna die. And then he turned 50, and then 2 weeks later we found out he had stage 4 kidney cancer, and I had that dream of him dying right in front of me. I was sitting on his couch next to him, and you know, that's a separate dream from what I dreamt before. But it's like things like that, and you see. You want scrunchies? Yeah. Okay, I'll get you some hair scrunchies.
Yay! And some backpack scrunchies too.
Okay, like the clip-on ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's and they go on the remote too.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, had a whole conversation with Peyton, but yeah, I've seen like my people pass away like in dreams, and in real life it like really happens, but it's like I'm in other people's bodies seeing them die. But when I was with Steve, I was actually next to him, and I actually was in the hospital like the day before he passed away. So it's like things like that. Yeah, it takes a toll. And then like what Tiara talking about school, having these recurring dreams of school. There's this huge school that I'm in, and there's tons of people that I know. It's like a dance or like a huge thing that's going on at the school. And I keep going back to the school looking for something, or trying to leave, or trying to get more information. So as I figured out for my own self, or like with a lot of things, Earth is school of what we're learning. We're here learning a lot of things from one another and getting downloads and things too. So I don't know. There's just so much and so many people that we're all connecting with. And then in dream state, maybe one day I'll see one of y'all in school, be like, hey, can I borrow a history book,
Well, and that's what. So I was given a name of a woman that I was to work with about dream stuff, and she's a mystic dream, lucid dream teacher, and she talks about if you are in a school and you are not in school, that in itself is I forget the terminology she uses, but it's basically like a blueprint to say, hey, I'm in a place that doesn't have anything to do with my waking life. I'm not in high school. I'm not in college. So what that means is now I need to say I'm in a dream. And now I need to convert my dream into a lucid dream of my choosing. And that's the school. You're starting to learn, like Des is saying, we're in school, we're on Earth, but we're also in our waking state only using about 5% of our brain. In our subconscious, in our lucid dream state, we're using 98% of our brain. So Tiara, if you're still there, if you can find the portal again, say, hey, I want a lucid dream jump over to Eric or Dez's dream. And I'm pretty sure that's what's supposed to happen. We're supposed to start really being able to meet up. There's a lot of stuff that we can actually do in the dream realm that actually happens in real life. So we could work with, there's a lot of people who've passed away. There's like whole cities of dead spirits. I wouldn't say dead spirits who have crossed the veil, but they haven't crossed over yet. And it's like a lot for like a medium to go in and try and like clear all these people. But we as a dream team could go in there and start really, making a difference. And so there's a lot of unsettled energies here on Earth because people have passed away and they haven't been able to deal with things in the proper ways. And this is a time of coming together and joining hands with people on a spirit soul level and changing the face of the way we've been operating. Cara says, y'all, my right ear is clogged out of nowhere. Conscious word choice. I'm looking forward to it going back to normal. Clogged out of nowhere. Tara just started a broadcast, I think, talking about the dream. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. But
Also, Eric,
yes.
those who transist and, as you just said, can't go further, we who lost someone dearly, we have to let go of them. We have to let go of that energy.
Yeah, that's true too. Yes, thank you. Yep, that's very true. A lot of spirits stick around just because one of their family members is very needy. They need that person. They need them, and oftentimes they don't even know they're there. Sometimes they do, but those spirits choose to stay around. Uh, I've come in contact with like my neighbor. She passed away several years ago, and her husband came to take her away. And I was like, well, where is he coming from? Like, I don't get the sense that he was here. He wasn't here with her on a daily basis. And so she didn't need him on a daily basis. She wasn't, in that neediness. And he came when she passed, help her cross over, and they went off to wherever it is they were going. And it was kind of beautiful to witness that, to be made aware of that, because I knew she was going to pass, and I felt like a lot of the energies kind of prepared me for that. And then when that all went down, it was kind of allowing me to have some insight into some different scenarios, you know. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you for bringing that up, Helga. I was actually, well, I won't talk about that, but yeah, I feel a lot of people that cross over, and there's a lot of people that cross over that want to give messages to their family members, and so they stick around until they can do that, and so they stick around until they find someone like myself or Teresa Caputo out of New York, a Long Island medium. But yeah, um, I think that might be a good thing. You were able to download that. Gosh, I'm gonna forget the name of it again. Discord. You were able to download that pretty easy, weren't you, Helga?
Uh, I can't remember,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but I just watched, and it doesn't. I don't see it. I don't see it anymore in my apps.
Okay. Oh, I might
But
try contacting you because I think I still got your name on there. So
yeah,
okay.
I think I should have the link
Yeah.
still in Messenger.
I'll definitely probably get with you that way, Al, through Discord. Find
Yeah,
you on there.
I'm gonna try to get your name now here.
Yeah, let me try pulling it up on my Firefox. I've got like two things. I've got it like on my desktop, and then I've got another one, which is the app, which is I think that's where I have to go to actually do the video calls. But
What's your handle again?
yeah, let me open it up. Make sure I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't go there a lot, so I keep. Let's see. Open Discord. Please open Sesame.
I think we have to use also Alexa.
Alexa? What do you mean?
From phone. He has a computer. When he speaks, Google tell me what time it is. Then the computer starts speaking.
Oh yeah, I don't want Alexa. I don't want to have anything to do with Alexa. She might be listening when I don't want her to be listening.
Oh, they always listen.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's Eric Hypes 33, Al.
I heard the birds here.
Dez's birds?
No.
Your birds?
Yes, outside.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that Rick dropped out. Man, I was hearing so many birds today and yesterday. It's not even funny. Like, gosh, chit chatting.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing. So I put your name in 33. Eric Hypes 33. I don't get anything. Search.
How do I?
I'm searching for
like
the.
Isn't there a way that I can like copy paste like a link or something to me? I don't even know how to do that. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just did it. Speakers. All right. Let me see if this works. I'm going to try dropping it in the chat here. I think that will take you.
Okay, the numbers. Yeah, those numbers. Right.
I had a Discord and it all added up to 11 or 33, and then somehow I got kicked out of it. I was like, doggone it, I had to start a new one. I just put up my Discord handle and number or something. So if you want to friend me or follow me, whatever you call it on Discord, that is a place that we could do video chat privately to do meditations or talk about dreams or do energy work or anything that we might need to do. I think I've got my buddy Martin. I might try to get him to drop that into my profile. Des, how you doing?
It's coming in waves.
Just focus on your breathing.
When I focus on the, you said focus on the breathing.
Mhm.
When I do that, the palpitation of the third eye just goes deeper and deeper, and the head just starts going. Whoop, 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 whoop. I feel like one of those aliens off of the cartoon movie Home when they put those electrodes to their head and their head just goes. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm just like, okay. So some energy work on the skull, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's some upgrades with the brain or like the function or.
Yeah, I feel like we need to meditate after this broadcast. Because
I get that feeling a lot also when I just think to me I thought it was like my blood pressure. I feel and I could hear it. Sometimes I'm just totally quiet and I'm like, and it's almost to the point where it bothers me because it's so loud and it comes from like the back of my neck
back of the head.
and yeah, and it comes up like that. But it's like it's so loud. And I'm just starting to realize how loud it is. I'm like, I never had that before. And I'm thinking maybe something my blood was wrong with my blood pressure because it almost sounds like a blood flow, like whoom, whoom, whoom. And that kind of freaks me out when I hear that.
I had it happen today too. I was cleaning up my daughter's room to make this podcast art room, and I was noticing I was kind of bending down and standing up, and I kind of tried to play it off as that was it at first, but then I was just walking back down the hallway and I started feeling like woo, woo, woo. And like what you're saying, Al, I felt it coming back up there, and it was pretty intense, but
Yeah, my left ear today was ringing really high. So when that happens, we definitely got some downloads happening or something happening where it's just like, hold on to your chair. Like, better go lay down for a few minutes.
Yeah, Dina said hers were ringing yesterday, and I was like, my left ear is ringing. I think her right ear was ringing.
Mine the whole day, a few days.
And your left side's your feminine side, so that's your receiver.
I thought left side was male because it was logic, and then the right side was female because it was creative.
No, that's the brain. So, like, your left hand is your receiver, like when you're pulling energy, and then your right hand's you're pushing energy, or unless you're left-handed, and then it's the opposite.
I'm ambidextrian, so.
Well, you just go both ways all the time, don't you?
Yes, that's why I don't need a man. Now I'll look back in my Meridian book and see what I need to upgrade on. So there's a lot of upgrading happening. And yesterday, I know we had a huge shift because we had an earthquake in Japan that was 7.0 magnitude. And then all the way around, there's been aftershocks and little other tremors and things happening. And it's just like when one happens somewhere, another one's happening the next day. So, and then down in the Cuba area, we've been having large 4.0s to 5.0s happening. So, and it's going up to Oklahoma and up through Yellowstone, up into Yellowstone. So. It could be like tectonic plates just, shifting,
Yeah. Were you able to find me, Al?
I've been putting it in all kinds of ways, and I'm still trying. It says no results found. Weird. Why don't you try searching me, Bronx Viking?
Okay.
It's weird. It's just the weirdest thing. I put the hashtag your number 2988.
Search. Find. Start a conversation. No, I don't think that's what I want. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, I'll put it in here. So BRONX and then
VIKING.
ING. Okay. What in the world? I put it in there and I'm hitting enter and it's not doing nothing. Ah, don't do that.
Invite link.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I accidentally put in my thing with my little number and everything, and it pulled me up. But I put in Bronx Viking and it wouldn't even do anything. Okay. Bronx, type it again.
I must be searching wrong. Let's see here.
Viking. Why is it not? That's weird. Do you know the little hashtag and the numbers after yours?
I'm looking for that now. Yeah.
It was at the bottom of my screen. It says Eric Hypes 33, and it's got like little headphones and little gear. And I just clicked on there.
Yeah. It says Eric Hypes. Does it say server? You have your own server?
It just says Eric Hypes 33, and then it's got that hashtag 2988 below it. And when I clicked it, it said copied. I wonder. I'm gonna try going over to Instagram and throwing it in a window there. I put in Bronx Viking, and it's not even
Nothing.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not letting me hit enter to even search, which is weird. But when I accidentally deleted it and put in Eric Hypes 33 hashtag 2988, and it brought me up. So I'm thinking maybe I have to have the hashtag for you and the numbers. But I'm gonna go over to Instagram and throw that, see if it comes up as a link for you. Towards a shot, I guess.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it does. No, fuck, shoot. No, oh, that's weird. It took me to some place on Instagram.
Maybe just
never
write
mind.
down each other's names and stuff and try to do it tomorrow or something when the energy isn't so high.
Yeah.
Because the energy is affecting all electronics at this moment. Because when I came on here, like when someone comments, like on my phone, it starts glitching. It's like, and like all the stuff starts flipping around. So
I even copied and pasted, what you just sent me, and it says no results. I mean, I don't know if you guys could see that, but anyway, it's just you're right. We got to try this tomorrow.
Takara says, "Are you looking at Discord on your computer or on your phone?" On my computer. I don't do any kind of computing on a phone. If you're on your computer, copy the entire web page address, paste it. Okay, let me try that.
I'll try that. Yeah, I'll try that on the computer. See, that's a good idea.
Thank you, Takara. Copy. I'm just not really good with Discord. I've never really became quite acclimated with it. And I don't even know how to friend somebody. They've friended me, but I don't know how to send friend requests. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, let's try this. And see, then it says, and I had this happen to me the other night when I was trying to do a YouTube thing. Oh no, wait a minute. Here it goes. I think this is going to work. All right. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Try clicking on that, Al. See if that works. Thank you, Takara. My brain was so discombobulated, and you're like, hey, just copy paste the thing right there out of the thing. See, I don't even know what the things are. The web address out of the, yeah.
Welcome back. What does this thing say? Email or phone number.
Let me try clicking on it.
Oh, it gives me like one of those barcode things. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like welcome back. Okay. All right, let me try one more thing. Let me see here, because maybe I wasn't in my page. Let me click on my page. Der. All right. Copy. All right. If this doesn't work, then we'll do it. Oh shoot, we'll do it tomorrow. I will figure it out. It will not defeat me.
Oh, I found my numbers.
Oh, you
Which
did?
is hashtag 1263.
Let me write this down. 1263. Ow. Let me go. All right. Did it put down that? Did it put up my new Discord? All right. I'm gonna click on this new Discord and see if that takes me to a place other than what the other one did. That's weird. Like I'm already signed in, so why would it take me to a thing that's like? Oh, I did it again. Welcome back. I don't know. People like they put them in their Twitch and they'll be like, here, follow my invite, and I go right to their page and I just sign up with their page. Apparently, I'm not smart enough to know how to do that. But
Yeah, this is the first time because I have a ton of people that are on Discord that I've even Randy Orton's.
oh, is he on there?
Yeah, he's on. But I have a ton of people that this is the first time this ever happened where I wasn't able to put somebody in. That
Hey,
is
Eric. I upgraded
Yes.
to Windows 10. Look at that picture that it brought up.
Hang on, let me come back at. Ooh, look at that! I want to go there to meditate.
I think, yeah. I've seen this in my dreams.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, that looks very familiar. Why does that look familiar?
So
All right.
pretty.
Oh, wait a minute. Invite people. Oh, search for friends. Let me try it here. Maybe that's the way to do it. Bronx Viking. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. I think I found something else different. Let me try this one.
it says success that I sent you a friend's request. I don't know if that went through. I tried to do it a different way.
John says Discord's not working for him either.
All right, now I found
But
it. Here we go. Here we go. This is it right here. I got the right one now. Look, there's my beautiful face.
did you guys lose me? Did I press something that wasn't? Am I
I
still around?
hear you. Yeah.
Oh, you're there. You're there. All right,
Yeah.
that's the one. Now I know how to get there. Okay. So you learn something new every day. What can you say? So now I got to remember how I did that. Oh, I see where you sent me a friend request. It just came up,
Oh,
a notification. I clicked on it, so hopefully it's going to take me there. Yay, I finally found it. I don't know. So, yeah, how did I do that? I did it. I don't even know how I did it. Okay, so yeah, you go to your page, and then there's this thing that says invite people. And I clicked on that. All right, now it's taking me to the thing. Oh, okay. Incoming friend requests. Yeah, accepted.
there you go.
Nice. Cool, cool, cool.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, so yeah, whenever you got some downtime, you can. Are you on Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. Yep.
All right. That's the best way to get a hold of me. I check that every day. Just what's your handle on? You don't have to say it. Just
Yeah,
shoot it to me.
I'll send it to you on Instagram. You can get
Instagram.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just my name.
And then that way we can try and set up a time to Discord.
Sure. Yeah. If you go to my server, you see one of my options. I have a lounge, a music, food channel. I like to put food pics in there, but on the very bottom there's a talk room. Where,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll be cool. I haven't done that in a while. And it seemed like it works pretty good on Discord as far as quality of picture and everything.
yeah,
You said you do it with your brother all the time, so.
yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the internet. I'm starting not to be able to see the screen again, so
Oof.
I'll catch you guys flip side.
Yeah,
All
Desiree,
right.
you feel better.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
Love you
I'm gonna jump off too.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably shut it down here in a second. Good to see you, Al. Thanks for
Yeah.
dropping in, brother.
And
Much
we hashed that out. So we conquered it. It didn't conquer us. We conquered it.
Yeah.
Helga, you have a good day, evening. What time is it over by you now?
2:45
A.M.
after midnight.
Yeah. Oof.
Which
Go to
adds up
bed.
to 11,
She's
2:45.
all right, everybody. That is really nice seeing you guys, and have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
All right, night. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. We got 137 eyeballs have been looking at us so far. That adds up to 11. And 8 and 8, 16, 7 and 8. 8 plus 11. This is 10. It's a heavenly night here on Haps. We've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes and 37 seconds. Thank you, Takara, Tiara, Dina, Al, Helga, Dez, Rick, John. I think I'm missing one or two other people, but thank you everybody for coming in. It was a great night. I didn't know what to make of this night, and it turned out to be a really nice, enjoyable evening. So thank you so very much. Oh, just got a friend request on Discord from John. Thanks, John, for finding me. I will check that off as soon as I get off here. Yeah, and that would be cool, John. If you're open for meditations and stuff like that, I'd love to do that over on Discord as well. We will make some Discord. We will bring into alignment the discordage that has taken us out of alignment. But if you're going to be up for a little bit, maybe I'll contact you over on Messenger, Helga, here in a minute.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, everybody. Much love. We will see you Wednesday night here. I don't know what I'll be doing yet. Ooh, look, 111 chats, 137 on the eyeballs. We got the hearts from Helga. We got the hearts from Eric. We got the hearts from everybody else. Love you. We'll see you next time. I'm going to try the green room, so don't hang up yet.
Ooh. Then I have to hold it. Okay.
All right. It's probably going to hang up because I've apparently lost my green room privileges, but